Oh, hi there. How are ya? Welcome to Adventure in Art. My name is Ben Staley, your resident talking head. I feel like the lighting is kind of moody this morning. I'm not in a moody mood. I guess I just threw up my little hobo light there. Whoa, it's blinding me. And sitting in my office here, threw up the camera. I'm shooting this interview vlog, video in 5.8K OpenGate. I'm looking at the thing. I've never done this before. It's like a square thing. We're going to see how that works. Hey, how are you? Who cares about all that stuff? It's been a minute. That cool drone shot you saw at the beginning, oh, I think it's cool. I hope you thought it was cool. That is from a trip to Alaska I just returned from. So let me catch you guys up to date. I haven't made a video haven't even filmed a video in well over a month. It's been a little nuts. I'm starting to feel centered. I'm starting to feel like I can start making some videos again. I have the bandwidth, I have the time, I have the space. Last I spoke to you, last time we had this thing going on, I was in Africa, South Africa to be specific. About a week after that video, it was time for me to go home, packed up my stuff, got on a plane. This is a long journey because I was living quite remotely. You got to take a car ride, you got to get to an airport, you got to take a small local plane, prop plane, to a bigger airport. Then you got to wait at the bigger airport for your international flight to London. And then you go to London and then back to Los Angeles, California, where I live. I'm in Johannesburg, South Africa. Get on my flight. It's like leaving at 10 o'clock at night. We get on the plane. Oh, by the way, it's 2 days to get home. Yes, 2 days, 2 12-hour flights with a big layover in the middle, so a day and a half, but it stretches out. It feels like 2 days. You're all messed up. Work travel is so fun. I get on the plane to leave South Africa. It's a completely full flight. Luckily, I have a nice aisle seat with a little extra leg room. Bonus. I'm ready. I've got my podcast queued up. I'm going to just let it make me drift off to sleep so I can hopefully sleep most of the way to London Heathrow. We are taxiing out on the runway. All of a sudden the plane stops. Someone comes on and says, sorry folks, we're going to have to turn this flight around. Someone in the crew is ill. Okay, I guess this is a delay. So we go back to the gate and then we sit there and they're like, well, actually it was the captain who's quite ill. Okay, good thing we turned the plane around. Good thing we weren't in the air when we learned this. And folks, actually we don't have another pilot right now. This flight is canceled. So I wasn't leaving South Africa and I didn't know when I was gonna leave. And they didn't give us any further information. Thank you very much, British Airways. They shuttled us to a hotel. All the passengers went to different hotels wherever they could squeeze them in. There was no further word. I went back to the airport the next day. My flight was canceled, rebooked, got it all switched around. Long story short, it delayed me 24 hours. So long story short, it took me 3 days, a full 3 days to get home. I get home, I'm upside down. It's a 9-hour time difference. I'm jet lagged out the yin yang, and now I have 4 days to unpack, get some new gear, and prep for another 9-day trip to remote Alaska. That was the footage you saw at the beginning, and I've been back a little bit from that, and just this yesterday kind of wrapped up post-production on that, delivered the images, delivered the video I have to deliver for the client. I think they're gonna like everything. And that'll be done. And in a couple months, that was for, and it was and you're gonna see all of that maybe this fall, I'm not sure. I'm really excited to show you guys that stuff. Okay, that catches me up. I went for a run this morning. I'm trying to get my head straight and look now at next steps. All the projects, the big projects are done. I don't have anything else on my horizon work-wise. I've had a good run. 9 weeks in South Africa, 9 days in Alaska, followed by some post-work. Now I've been largely busy and mostly not home for the last 3 months. And so I'm going to start making videos again. I'm going to start turning my attention to some personal projects. Oh, here's the thing I meant to tell you. Flew back from Africa, 4 days, getting some new stuff together, putting a kit together for Alaska. Not a short journey where I was going in Alaska. It's like a 6 a.m. flight out of LAX, which means I got to get up at 3 in the morning. I'm already upside down with jet lag from Africa. So then I fly to Alaska, then I rent a car, then I take the car and I put it on a ferry, then I take a 3-hour ferry trip, then I get off the ferry and then I drive another 2 hours to an Airbnb, and then I spent 9 days. So the very first full day on the job, I'm standing in the middle of some rapids doing my thing. Phone bloop, drops out of my pocket into the water. I look down and I can actually see my phone in this creek, and it's wedged on a rock, and it's kind of sitting there in the current going blub, 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 and I'm like, whoa. And I'm holding a camera in one hand and I'm like, I reach down poof, to grab it, and the current poof, whisks it away down the rapids. Phone gone forever. The water's dark, it's going down a falls, and I'm like, I'm not even gonna look for it. I'll never find it down there. Coffee. So I started this 9-day trip in remote Alaska. There was hardly, you could hardly get cell service there anyways. It's so remote. There was like one little village where you could probably get service. Now my phone's totally gone. Can't even take pictures with it. Can't write in my notes. Kind of weird. That's never happened to me before. I've never lost a phone. Never broken a phone. I've been having iPhones since about the time they came out. So, you know, for like 15 years or something. And here I am in this amazing location in remote Alaska to do this job that's super cool, by the way. And I have no phone. I didn't even skip a beat. I was like, awesome, awesome. Now, I'm not gonna be looking at the damn thing all the time. How cool is that? And it was almost like a big weight was lifted off of me. And I just kind of embraced it, and I was a little bit stressed about, I hadn't backed my phone up in quite a while. And I wasn't sure if it was backed up to iCloud, and I had a lot of pictures and video on there and a lot of work stuff. My phone is an invaluable tool for my work. Obviously, like most of us, keeps me connected to clients, and half the time I'm doing work emails on it, and I have notes, and you know, we can't live without these freaking things now. But I'm like, okay, well, here I am. I have no phone. So there's not much phone service anyways, and now I'm just gonna focus on doing the work. And it was kind of amazing. It was kind of amazing. I never thought like, oh, I need to check my Instagram. Oh, I need to check my social media, my email. I need to, like, who's calling me? I didn't have to worry about that for over a week. And then I came home, and the first day back I went, and they didn't have the replacement phone that I wanted, so I had to wait another 4 or 5 days for one to be mailed to me. Went camping with my wife. I didn't have a phone for over 2 weeks. It was pretty amazing. And then I got a new one. It came in the mail, and I hooked it up, and I promptly learned that I hadn't backed up anything in a long time, probably since I bought the phone that I lost, which was over 1.5 years ago. I keep these things a long time. I don't upgrade them all the time. I don't care about the new shit. I don't care. Yeah, I lost a whole bunch of pictures and videos from all over the world, Africa, and a whole bunch of other stuff. And a lot of my information on the phone was not backed up, and my text messages, it's a lot of work, and my phone messages and all that stuff was not backed up. So I actually lost a lot of stuff, and that hurt. But I don't care. Whatever. Those are things. And I have those experiences, and I have those memories, and that's all here. And the pictures that I really, really care about, I took with a real camera like I always do anyways. I mean, it's cool to have little snapshots and phone pictures. And the thing I like the most is like the map. When you go into the photo album on your phone and you see the map and it shows all the places you've been. I've been all over the world. Pictures from all over there. Well, I don't have that anymore because I lost all those pictures. Whatever, who cares? I'm not crying about it. End of that. Now I'm back. I got a phone again. I just finished all of my work. I have several personal projects I have to finish. A music video I directed before I went to Africa. shot, directed, and edited. I'm just gonna make a couple little tweaks to that, and I'm gonna show you guys a video about that. That's gonna be in the next month, I think. I'm gonna show you some BTS stuff of how I shoot a music video. I have another personal video project, like a short movement dance, weird, strange mood film that I made. I've got to get the music in order for that and finish editing it, and I'm very excited to share that. The next couple videos are going to be videos about Africa. The next one coming up is going to be stills and motion that I shot during my 9 weeks in South Africa, followed by, I hope, a video featuring all the analog film photos I took in Africa. I shot 9 rolls of film between my Nikon F4 and my Leica M6. So I had both those cameras going in my pack all the time, and I would take turns, whatever. With like the long lens and stuff, I used the Nikon. I had a 200mm lens for that. And anyways, there's a video coming about that. And then down the road, there's going to be several videos that I shot content for from this trip to Alaska, and I'm very excited about those. And in between that, there's going to be some other things. I'm starting to do some personal portrait shoots. I did one last week, actually. There's going to be a video about that. I think I have a shoot this afternoon, a portrait shoot. So I'm going to start showing you some behind the scenes portrait shoots and things like that. Maybe an adventure out to the desert where I shoot some film again. I've kind of have that going in my head. So anyways, what I wanted to talk about, I get so long-winded, you guys. Where are we at? Oh shoot, we're at like 13 minutes, and I thought this could be like a short 8 or 10-minute video. Dude, I got issues. The thing that people don't talk about a lot with being a professional creative is, like, you know, it's feast or famine. I was really thinking about this morning, because it's like I've had 3 months of solid work where I didn't really have a lot of time to do any personal stuff, or a lot of things that I kind of wanted to do, but I just couldn't fit it in, including make YouTube videos. And that's great. It's great. That's how I'm paying my mortgage and paying my bills. And then all of a sudden, and you know, you're high in the hog. Like, those were cool jobs. I did a 9-week job for Discovery Channel. Cool stuff. And then another job for camera company. Very cool. Feeling pretty good about that. And now, boom, nothing. Nothing. Radio silence. I don't know what's coming next. And that's life as a professional creative. You've got to find balance in there. You've got to find a way to exist and sustain yourself financially, physically, and mentally through the ups and downs, through the ebb and flow. It's not a constant thing. It's not like, I know I'm going to go to the office every day from 9 to 5, and I'm going to come home and I'm going to have weekends off, and I'm going to hang out with my buddies, hang out with my wife, whatever. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me what day of the week it is. I work, today's Sunday that I'm filming this. I work on Sundays, I work on Saturdays, I work at 4 in the morning sometimes. Life of an artist. I've been doing this for a long time, and I wish I could say it gets easier or it gets more comfortable. It's not comfortable. It's not comfortable. But I can't do anything else. Hey, should I also make a Q&A video? If you guys send me 6 or 8 good questions, I'll make a Q&A video. Yeah. Is there anything I can explain further? Is there anything more I can talk about? What do you got? You got any questions for me? Let's do that. Hey, thanks for watching. I'm going to wrap this up. We're going to get back to some real stories and some pretty cool stuff in the next many videos. So thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for showing up all the time and watching my goofy little channel. Hey, it's going to be Monday when you watch this. Get out there and make something. Go have an adventure. Just take one camera, take one lens, go for a drive. Go find some road you've never been down and go down it. That's all it takes. We'll see you next time. Thanks, folks.